Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. We are one day late. This is for the week of December 25th, 2020.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays to everybody.
Both.
Both, yeah.
It's a secular holiday now at this point, right?
That's true.
It's got religious sort of origins, but...
Have a good day, either way.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Anyways, the current character challenge is Batman Ninja Batman. That is a 1 week repeat. The required characters for that are Catwoman, Nightwing, and Batman, who are bronze, and gold, respectively, if you're looking at the sort of easiest or lowest tier to get them at.
Right.
And they're all on theme for Batman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. His passive is Ninja Rising, which is when outnumbered, Batman receives 50% less damage and is immune to life drain. Batman Ninja teammates get 20% critical chance, and all teammates gain 50% power generation from critical hits.
Right.
He's got 1300 attack and 1500 health. He was last available in November of 2019.
Right. He's got really high stats, 1300 and 1500 attack and health. When he was introduced in the same update as Batman Ninja Lord Joker, they both had similar sort of base stat totals, but Batman Ninja Lord Joker had them reversed, right? He had 1500 attack and 1300 health, which we tend to like better. However, this is a really interesting character. So a lot of times when you see Batman Ninja Batman, I love that name, right? It's, it's like Arrow, Green Arrow. I every time I see it, I still think that. So he's geared a lot of times when you see him to take advantage of the first part of his passive, right? Which is to take 50% less damage when outnumbered. And then they stick on Gingold Soda, Killer Croc Companion Gear, and Batman Ninja Helmet, meaning he can be an invulnerable tank when outnumbered and has some power. Mm-hmm. And that's an interesting way to play him, but it means you're outnumbered. It means you're losing to be able to have him be a great tank. And it misses out on the best part of him, which isn't even his passive, right? So getting free 20% crit chance is great. Increased power generation is also great, but his special 2 is magical. It stuns at the beginning, sort of like the way Batgirl stuns right at the beginning of her special 1.
Yeah.
But it finishes with a huge amount of damage after. That means he can do, with a Cloak of Destiny or Necron Scythe loadout, a huge amount of damage. And if you do Tantu Totem Master's Death Card, you tag him in with 2 bars of power. You can use the third one to generate more power just to make sure you get the second bar, or you can do it to do splash damage with, say, the Fourth World Mace. Mm-hmm. The biggest problem with Batman Ninja Batman is that only the last hit of his special 2 can knock out an opponent. So if they've got 1 health left and you do a special 2, well, actually, I think if you do it on the first bit, you could actually get past it, but because the first bit usually doesn't do a lot of damage, it's not typical. So if they get a revive, if your opponent has revived from Fourth World Gear Set or from Blackest Night, Hawkgirl, or Necron Scythe, and you're using the Tantu Totem loadout, they revive, you don't knock them out, you don't get your power back, and that means you need to reset your power by tagging out. It slows the game down considerably, especially considering how high the damage is from Special 2. A lot of fun to play, though.
So that's his main disadvantage, though.
Yeah.
This week's multiplayer reward is, as expected, the Totem, which becomes Tantu Totem, whose effects are, when fully maxed out, 30% crit chance on specials, 35%, get 35% of maximum power on tag-in.
Which is basically bar power.
Mm-hmm. Restore 100% power for special if enemy was KO'd with it, and then evolved ability, which is 100% power back for special if enemy took no damage. It was last available in June of 2020. We are still following that larger multiplayer cycle, and we have been since the end of 2019. Now, and next week we should expect Mother Box.
Yeah, it's funny that next week, if we do get Mother Box, it'll be one of the bad legendary gears compared to like the absolute best.
Yeah, because this is the legendary gear.
Right. I don't think it's controversial to say that this is the single most important piece of gear if you want to have a strong team. There's no sort of downside to taking up a gear slot with something that gives you a bar of power, gives you all your power back if it whiffs.
Yeah.
And it gives you all your power back if you knock out an opponent. Mm-hmm. And again, sometimes, you qualify things by saying, well, maybe this is one of the most important. In the current meta, I don't think there's anything that's better than power, like instant power.
Yeah.
It when it came out, it shifted the game completely. At the time, basic damage was probably the most important thing, and then with Tantu Totem, it became specials, and it changed how specials were managed, and it changed how characters that had passives that depended on specials all of a sudden became that much better. New 52 Wonder Woman is a perfect example. And so before this, the focus when you did specials, I think, at least for us, that was the most effective was doing the most amount of splash damage. So if you're doing special 2s, took you a while to get there. I mean, the exception at that time would have been Ra's al Ghul, Scimitar, and Batgirl. So it made sense to give up a bit of your damage, right? One gear slot that didn't actually boost your damage, to splash it across the rest of the team. And the 15% splash damage from Special 2 with Fourth World Godly Mace is as good as a 30% damage boost if you're hitting the first opponent, right?
Yeah.
And that's the way we played Ares. But the priority now is it shifts away from doing splash damage to just doing as much damage as possible. That way you get your power back. Crit chance on all specials is great. Because a lot of gears, it's only crit chance on one special or the other. Special one,
it's very versatile.
And those, again, getting a full bar of power on, I want to say Bower. I was trying, in my mind, I was mushing together bar and power. On tagging, that's amazing. Fast power generation every time you tag in, not just one time, right? With, say, Batgirl. Getting full power if you knock out the opponent. Holy crap. Right? And that really favors the really strong characters, really high damage. So, yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. We demonstrated every time we have a multiplayer team now, because we have a special specialist that takes total advantage of Tantu Totem. And when you've got a New 52 team with Wonder Woman who does that, leverages it by giving her teammates power, and then we leverage it one more time with Man of Steel Superman, like we've done with our most recent Justice League team. Absolutely amazing. Spectacular.
Wow. So there we go. In the store, we've got a bunch of stuff, and we're not going to say everything. Or we're not going to list everything that's within pack, because you'll be able to see it in the video on screen.
Yep.
But we have the Rebirth Raven challenge pack for 200,000 credits, which gives you a 6.16% chance of Rebirth Raven versus the regular 2.86% chance in challenge packs for, 50,000 credits more. So it's not a good deal, right?
Right.
You're paying essentially an extra 33%, a whole extra third of the cost. And you could get, for every 3 of these you could get 4 of the regular challenge packs. Yeah. So it's a kind of crummy deal. It's really not worth it.
Think about it like this. You buy 3 packs to have the extra chance of getting Raven. Instead, you could get a 4th pack.
And then sell them all back.
Yeah, and that 4th pack would boost your chance of getting Raven too. I mean, not as much, but there's so many other cards that are good. Now, listen, Rebirth Raven's really good, but she's probably going to be next week's challenge. Yeah. So you're going to have a chance to get her anyways. Save your credits. If you're thinking of buying that pack, buy the regular challenge pack.
Right. So there we go. We also have the Ultimate Bundle Villains and Monsters, and so we're not going to mention everything because it has 10 of the best villains.
And you can see we'll hit the eye in the corner to show you the list of all of the characters, and you can read them for yourself. Yeah. But I wanted to mention, because we've got notes going pretty far back, it's $95 Canadian now. A year ago, it was $99 Canadian. But the month before that, in the same, really recently, after they introduced it, they raised the price because it started off at $66.
Yeah. So it's interesting. The price has totally jumped around. Yeah. And we have the exact same pattern that we see with the Ultimate Bundle Bringers of Justice, which, in quotes, contains 10 of the best heroes. Yeah. So, they're interesting deals. It comes with a lot of stuff. I think the problem with anything that's that big for that much money is it's a huge amount of investment of money into the game. Right. For only one copy of a bunch of different characters. And because you're sort of taking the good with the bad, right? Because you have to pick 10, you don't really get the same sort of specificity of who you want.
Yeah, price per character is not bad. All right, it's almost $10 per character, and in the villains pack at least, there's I think 1, 2, 3 that are generally multiplayer exclusives. Yeah, which in some ways is a little bit better than the Good Guy bundle, the Bringers of Justice one, where they're all pretty much challenges except for Dawn of Justice Batman, who's a random drop in the booster pack. So, yeah. Per character, it's not awful. The fact that you have to buy bulk, it's like when you buy bulk, you expect a bigger discount.
Yeah. So we also have the Icebreaker pack for 27 Canadian, which comes with Killer Frost Regime, and Luchador Bane. Then we have the 2 Christmas packs. There's Christmas Pack 2 and Christmas Pack 1, which were both the same as last week. Yeah. So we won't mention them again here, and you'll all again be able to see it in the video if you want. We have no Celebration pack this week.
So that's 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 3 weeks in a row. So that's the most important last piece. And then moving on, our Survivor is the League of Assassins gear set until the 30th of December 2020. Phantom Zone is finished. We've got 5 days left of a week of double XP.
Yeah, because we started late. But as we film it, there's still only 5 days left. But it's been a full week. Usually it's like just a weekend, but I guess because that week between Christmas and New Year's is all like kind of magical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super special.
Yep. So Fight 62 is still broken as always. And then last weekend's breakthrough was Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, and Lobo. This weekend's, we can confirm actually, is Lex Luthor, Batman, and Doomsday.
Because we're doing it a day later.
Yeah, because we're doing it a day later than usual. So that's fun.
Yeah.
We can also predict next weekend's, which would be Bane, Killer Frost, and Ares.
Yeah. Yeah, link in the description to Reddit thread Devlin16, who's one of the mods at that's Injustice subreddit that lists the complete breakthrough cycle.
For sure. Moving on to the current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. We are Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android, but we will mention stuff for iOS, and all that information will actually be in the description already if you wanted to just go straight to it. Starting off with the significant not working glitches, and just a reminder here, if you watch this video on the regular, nothing's different this week, so you can, spend that extra few minutes
with your family on Christmas,
or whenever you're watching this, spend your time however you want, or you can keep watching, we don't mind. But starting off with the significant not working glitches.
Yeah, so there's no glitch for power credits that we're willing to endorse. That willing to endorse is an important qualifier, and we talk about the reasons in a lot more detail in a previous P and Q and C and A and T. Season 6, Episode 9, which we'll link in the description. Main point being, 2 devices simultaneously into one account is dangerous, risk of getting your account suspended. Getting past multiplayer season rewards glitch, that's not working. Getting it early is also not working in a way that's exploitable. And when Phantom Zone is around, there hasn't been a glitch for a while for getting through Phantom Zone quickly. And free energy without having to watch the video button is gone. So clearly the glitch for that doesn't work because there's no button to take advantage of it.
Moving on to the working glitches, the glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly was still working. The challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save is still working. That's tested and confirmed on the current Batman Ninja Batman challenge. And we mentioned these together because the challenge reset can remove Phantom Zone progress when the Phantom Zone is present. So if the Phantom Zone event comes back, it's always good to keep that in mind and make sure that you're not accidentally resetting some important progress that you've made, some hard-won crystal progress.
So the main sort of qualifier too here is that for Android 10 users who've been complaining that they have to download a gig of data whenever they do the challenge reset, we've cut and pasted a comment from viewer Tanmay Kakde about which files that you want to shift around, so that instead of having to download it again, you just put it back in the folder after you've moved it to a different part of your phone or your device.
So there we go. And also, if you want to reset the challenge and you're on iOS, we have a comment in the description there too from user Jonathan Yang on how to reset on an iOS device, which we have only had positive feedback for so far.
Breakthrough glitch, let replay repeatedly, still working. Airplane mode / refund glitch is still working for packs with random drops and last laugh tickets. Time shifting still works in Android. Oh, I should point out, somebody's been commenting recently that the price difference between the 200th metal pack and the selling price of 240th metal for each metal character gives you a chance to exploit the glitch for nth metal. We stopped talking about it a while ago because that 40th metal, you're better off replaying Survivor or exploiting Phantom Zone when it's open.
Because it takes so much time to reset over and over again on the cheapest one to guarantee a metal card just to sell it back is not worth it, in our opinion.
For the time that you spend it, you get so much more value with every other option in terms of other resources that you can accumulate. And time shifting, I think I finished it. Time shifting still works for Android. Unlimited Survivor plane energy recharges. Just remember to bring your countdown clock back to normal before you finish, or you might screw up when challenges and Phantom Zone appears.
And last but not least, in between the not working and working glitches, there's the promotion glitch, where you can promote characters that are still locked. It hasn't had the right conditions since update 2.14, so it's not testable, it's not usable, but it's never failed us. We're keeping it here on a technicality because we're like that. That's just how we are.
Yeah. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So we've got some people that we would like to thank, and those people are the wonderful folks who are supporting us on Patreon. So that's a huge thank you to Console Peasant and Edwoon, who are supporting us at the top tier Last Word, Mohammed Albshaiti at the Your Message Here tier, Shawn Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, Michael DeVries, Brandon C., Irvin Ruiz, and Eddydoo, who are supporting us on the credited level, and then Chris Wolff, Scarlet Dani, Awesomegamer241, Pavu RS, Gavin, Mallott, and Isfar E at the gratitude level. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you next time.
Komoda.